Hello folks, welcome back. I've got to say a big thank you to you all. I am absolutely blown away by how many people have watched that first video. When I first did it, I wasn't expecting I'd even edit it, to be honest with you. I wasn't sure it'd even get out or anything, but it has, and the last few videos have done really well, and a big thanks to everybody. Anyway, the bike. As we left it, the suspension needs sorting out. I've got all that to do. But also, I've been sent this box. Somebody watched the first video, who I know, Gaz, from the ST 1100 Elite page, and he messaged me and said, I had one of those, and when I got it, I got given a load of spares. But when I sold the bike, I didn't pass them on. If you want them, you can have them for the cost of the postage. In this box is a rear shock. Does need a little bit of work. We've got a problem with that, but we'll sort that out in a bit. But yeah, rear shock, there's a clutch in there, there's all sorts of bits in there. And all for 15 quid for the cost of the postage. That's amazing. Thanks ever so much, Gaz. I really appreciate that. This is going to do me proud, that is. That's going to do as well. I've also got, there's the new headstock bearing. We've got that to go in. We've got fork seals and the oil. I've got lights which somebody else gave to me to go on a project ages ago, so they're going on this. Pannier racks and panniers. So that's all going on in this video. What I'm going to do in this video, this is going to be a complete video of all that condensed into one. So this is going to be the short version of doing all that work. So you're going to watch this video, see it all. But what I'm also going to do while I'm filming this is film on another camera, and that is going to be some more in-depth ones. So what I'm going to do is actually show doing the complete fork reseals, changing the headstock bearing, fitting the pannier racks, talking a bit more about why I've gone for the cheaper panniers and all the rest of it, and a bit more of a... So this will be the edited version of all that. If you don't want to watch all the other bits, you don't have to. If you want to find out a bit more about doing the fork seals and the pannier racks and all that sort of thing, you can watch the videos about that afterwards. But anyway, I'm going to crack on with it now. Thanks a lot, and we'll move on. Right, I've changed the headstock bearing. That's all new. It's getting a bit confusing trying to film this in one long episode on this one, and then different short ones on this one. I keep forgetting where I am. But anyway, I filmed changing the headstock bearing now. But that's done. That's ready to go. See down there, the bike's in a lot of bits. You saw that a minute ago, I think. So next, I'm going to be doing the fork seals on this. So I might even time lapse a bit of it, just to break it up a bit, rather than just me cutting in and out, saying that I've done stuff. So yeah, I'm going to crack on doing the fork seals and do a bit of time lapse.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm...
Right, you got a very sped up version of the fork seals being done then. As you can see, all the front ends back together, handlebars are all on, we've got no notchiness, that feels good, that's the result. So what I want to do next is fit these lights. So I'm not going to film that, I'm going to go something like that. Then what we're going to try and do, see if I can do one of those magic things everybody else does on YouTube, where they go clap and they're fitted. So ready, clap. Oh no, right, let's try again. And just like that, we've got the lights on. The best bit is they flash. So let's see if we can. Right, so yeah, the lights are on. There they are. Very pleased with them. It was very nice of whoever it was to leave them on my doorstep for me. So they come on with the ignition, but there's a switch there as well. And they flash. Even better. They're not on a lighting feed, they're just on an ignition feed, so I can have them separately if I want to without the lights on. So yeah, that's another one. Another thing that is ticked off the list. So next, so I've done the forks, done the headstock bearing, done the fork seals, got the lights on. Next is going to be the rear shock. So the shock is off, the bike is stripped. Give you a quick look. So there we go. The shock is out. Back wheel off. Disconnect the rear brake to do that. The shock itself, don't know why I'm showing you that. It's quite easy to unbolt. Just a pinch bolt there. To take the seat bracket off there, the clip that it clips into, to slide the bolt out, bottom bolt out, exhaust silencer off. Probably could have done it without taking the silencer off. It makes it easy to work in there, and took it out. Now let's put you back up there. That is all set up and that is working. That is, when I adjust that, you can feel the resistance on it. It feels like it's doing what it should be doing. It's pushing this up and down. That is ready to go in. So that will be the last of the repairs we'll be doing at the minute. So I'm quite pleased with that. This is the old shock. I don't know if you can see, hopefully you can, but I mean that is in a bit of a state. But that's quite a good shock, or was. I don't quite know what to do with it. I don't know if to have that repaired, or maybe stick it on eBay and see if somebody wants it. Not sure. But anyway, that's ready to go in. So I can get that bolted in, get the back wheel in, and then that will be the repairs done. Then we're ready for the pannier racks, which will be the nice bit to do. But unfortunately, I've got to call it a day for now. Won't affect your video, but kids are moaning. I've got to buy. I said I'd buy my takeaway because I've been in the garage all day, so I've got to do that. So I'll cut back in. You'll see it in a second. It'll be tomorrow for me, and next you'll see the shock will be in, and probably getting ready for do the panniers. So, right, in a minute. Back again. Change of clothes, different day. The shock is back on. The new shock is in. You can see much. You can see the new shock in there. We've gone back to the standard adjuster. Back wheels back on. And I have suspension again. Let's just put you there, see if this will pick up. Before, when I used to do this, it would bounce up and down. Now that's how it should be. But yeah, really good. That's better. That was loads softer before. It used to wobble about all over the place, so it'd be interesting to see how it rides now. I reckon it's going to make a big difference. No notchiness there. Nice bit of suspension. Oh, result. Anyway, put it back on here. The final piece is going to be the pannier rack. Oh, hang on, I'm not showing you. The pannier racks. So I've got those to go on. I'm going to do another video on those. Something a bit more in detail again. So this is just going to be the quick update, and then I'm going to be filming with another camera doing a bit more in depth about why I've chosen these, what the fit in the Lomo bags, all that sort of thing. So what you're going to see probably is a bit more time lapse, and then with these will then be fitted, and probably even the Lomo strapped on. I might even put a bit of kit in there, so it's looking like a proper adventure bike, like it should be. Oh, so we'll have had new suspension, lights fitted, the pannier racks, panniers. She'll be ready for adventures. Yeah. I'll quickly tell you while we're here, these are the Givi pannier racks. Weren't very expensive, 140 quid, a lot cheaper than the other ones. And Lomo, these were the large, oh sorry about the camera action, these are the large Lomo soft panniers, about 76 quid. So it'll be interesting to see what these are like. Anyway, probably put you on a bit of time lapse, we'll get them fitted and then you can see the finished product. Right, the panniers, racks and the panniers are on. Let's just give you a little there they are fitted. I've put some kit in them just to kind of pad it out a bit. If you want to see what I really think of them, you'll wait till the if you want to see what I think to them, the video's coming out in more detail and doing all of this. What I'm going to do now is we'll insert some shots, some fancy shots of the bike outside, walking around it and showing everything now. So what did you think to that? It's looking a bit flash now, isn't it? It's looking a bit more like a proper adventure bike. We're getting through the list of little problems. It's definitely, we're getting there, like I say. So I've got a trip planned in a few weeks. We're going to the Helmet Head Patreon meet. If you're watching this channel and you've not seen me from the previous channel I was on, Helmet Head's channel, go over and look for Helmet Head. I've been on his channel quite a bit, and there's a Patreon meet coming up, so we're going out and meeting some of the patrons. We're going for a ride round, we're going for a trip away in Wales. So one of the reasons I wanted to get this a bit more ready for that. So next up anyway is probably going to be taking it, if I've got time before we do the Patreon meet, might go and take it one weekend and just see what it's like down some of the local green lanes, and give it a go at that and just see how I get on with the weight off-roading it. Anyway, like I said at the very beginning of this video, I'm absolutely blown away with how many people have watched the first video, any of the videos on this, because I was completely not expecting it. If you've watched this and you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It would be really nice if you could. And thanks for everybody that's commented and left nice positive comments and everything. It's really blown me away how many of you have. And again, big thanks to Gaz for sending me this box of bits. Not only was there a rear shock in there, there's all sorts. There's a clutch, there's loads of spare parts, there's bits for testing things and all sorts of things. So Gaz, you're a legend. Thank you very much. Thank you all, and I'll see you next time.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some